Hello, seniors. Now that you got accepted to SF State, you should log into your portal and check your financial aid award letter. So, first, go ahead and log in to your portal. Usually, your ID starts with the 9, then enter your password and log in. When you get to this screen, go ahead and click on Application Status and then click Access Student Center. When you get inside your portal, the first thing you should do, look at your to-do list and make sure there's nothing on your to-do list. Now we're going to go and find financial aid, and then we're going to click on View Financial Aid. So click here. And when you get here, click on 2021. And it should bring you to this screen. So let's take a look. Anytime you see grant, that means free money. You don't have to pay it back. But if you see loan, that means you're borrowing money and you have to pay back that amount plus the interest. So hopefully you don't need to take the loans, even though the student is offered plenty of loans. He actually has lots of money to cover his tuition at San Francisco State. So he's getting Pell Grant, almost 5,000, and he has a state grant, which is usually Cal Grant, 5,742. His total amount comes to 10,537. So for homework, I want you to complete this financial aid comparison worksheet. If you take a look at SF State University column, I already put in the cost of attendance. So the first thing, it says tuition and fees. This is what you have to pay for the whole year for your classes and any fees the university has. For housing and food, most of you will be living with your parents and probably don't have to pay rent and probably don't have to pay for food. But for those who do, if you do pay rent or food, you should enter the amount, how much money do you spend per year. For books and supplies, so this is an estimate number. So they're estimating that you probably need $1,000 for the whole year to purchase your books or any supplies. This number could go down if you buy used books or maybe you're renting books. Also for your personal expenses, it includes if you go to McDonald's or you drink Starbucks. So it depends how much money you spend per year for those things. This also could go down or change. For transportation, so if you take Muni or BART, it probably will cost you this much, $1,482. But if you're biking to SF State or you're walking to SF State, then it would be zero for you. Now, if you remember, the student that we reviewed financial aid, he got the state university grant, $5,742, and he got federal Pell Grant, $4,795. So remember, this money he does not have to pay back. The only money he has to pay back if he takes loans. So the total that he got from SF State financial aid is $10,537. But let's say this student received a Mason scholarship, $1,000. So he's going to write $1,000 here, and his amount will change to $11,000. So you should complete this worksheet with your financial aid. So some of you maybe got this grant, or somebody maybe got scholarship from colleges or any other grant. So you will input this information here and you will calculate how much free money you got. Hopefully nobody needs to take a loan, but if you do have to borrow, make sure you write down how much money you're going to borrow The best loan is probably this one, subsidized loan. Um, you don't have to pay interest while you in college, but after you graduate, you have to pay the loan and you have to pay the interest 6 months after. Unsubsidized loan is probably not the best loan, but if you absolutely need the money, then you should borrow it. But before you make that decision, please check with me. And parent loan is probably not the best loan, so I would not advise to take it unless you absolutely need to. So again, loans you have to pay back. The other thing I want you to take a look, please become familiar with this financial aid terminology. You need to know these terms because in college they will be used for your financial aid. So you need to know what is cost of attendance. You need to know what is direct and indirect cost. You need to know work studies. By the way, I did not talk about the work studies. Usually, work studies, you have to get a job at college. So you have to find a job first, and usually they tell you how much money they will pay you for the whole year. So please become familiar with these terms. Thank you.